So as you can see that I'm just changing my 6 port to this guy by simply unplug the Ethernet cable and then plug it again in the second port here. That's why you can see the blue dot or maybe green dot or something like that. Not sure what the color is it, but anyways, you see there will be one port will be the Ethernet coming the traffic coming through from the, let me just show you guys the diagram again. And I'm going to need create spreadsheet as well for the networking mapping. I will try to keeping as much set up right now, especially the orange one going to be the same, but for the rest of the guy it will be a huge change, just for you know. So the existing system, I'm planning to use 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 2 is already here on my machine, which will no longer be the case anymore. 2, 3, and 4 will be allocated for different VLAN. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 5 and 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, 5 to 8 will be allocated to the to the first part of my services, and 9 and 10. 9 will become for the EAP, which is using right now, the Google Access Point. You see. So future plan. So we have as according to the diagram, we have the, let's talk about ISP routers from the top to bottom first. So ISP1, ISP2. You see there's more information than that, but I'm going to have a subnet range, and you can always know that my first router from this guy is to be connected, is connectable, and you see that it has an other IP addresses for this guy. So obviously 1.1 will be my second ISP, my first ISP. Not sure why the IP range is like that, but yeah. And it will be going to the 1.1 and 1.2 of this guy. So I want to do exactly just that. Let me merge this guy down, become search. Actually, it should be 3 like this, and I like the middle. So the port will be as you know, it has only one port. So if I go, let me go back and capturing my my device. So you know, ASP.2 will be uh, okay. So now it will be this guy will be primary, this guy will be backup. Okay. So we have a target device as well. Oh no. Target device will be I'm currently calling it R1. We're going back there for confirmation and check things. Okay, so this is why. So router one, it has a name for it actually. I call it ER6 120. And we have the device. Let's unmerge it for now because and we merge it here. This guy we have its own subnet as we discussed earlier. Okay. Now the part we are going to map, we only have one part for sure, and I cannot remember exactly which part I'm going to map it to, but okay, so this can be mapped into one straight array like this. So from port 1 of ISP1 it became uh, one. We can land here. So this guy will be 1 and also 1. Okay. So this guy is already being allocated with 2 1. So the third port will obviously be a LAN port. Well, it will depend on how I'm going to use it. Just show you my router really quick. So this guy will become second one as well. The third guy and fourth guy can become a one, so I'm going to allocate the fifth guy become a LAN. Okay. So this is my first diagram, first table here. I'm going to encapsulate it here. Draw a box. And now I'm going to go down to a second guy. Just go way below here. So the second device going to be the source device going to be this ER thing. You obviously know that they're going to be have only one port for now, which is the LAN port. As we discussed earlier, right? This guy will become a LAN. Devices, there will be two devices, but one of them is a EIP. You see, the EIP is I have one EIP for my you see that's one thing I need to tell you. Earlier we talking about the EIP2 and EIP the whole IP1. We're still going to have it here. If the idea of EIP is the access point, Ethernet access point. What is EIP? In technology. Anyway, it's an access point, and you really want to use it for providing wireless access to your VLAN or your subnet. So now you can see that I'm trying to use still going to use the access point for both of this guy, but with a twist, with an obvious twist that previously my idea is that I will have at least each of this guy for a different static IP, which is coming from the ISP router. So whoever connect to this access point will receive this guy one IP this guy IP addresses, and whoever connect to this guy will receive this guy IP addresses, public IP addresses. That is my original idea, but obviously if we going to use a new when we use a new router, it's going to be it's not going to be happening the same way, because this guy going to we can still make this guy because it has a different VLAN and so on. Then we can always choosing which of this guy belong to. So this 336, this guy can have a different VLAN, who know, and what's not, right? So it's another topic to discuss about, but for now you see I'm going to let's just forget about this guy for now. Okay, so we have untagged. So the second guy the second VLAN is actually for 345. This guy VLAN is actually all of them is untagged. We are just discriminate grouping those port to one VLAN like this. And the second one that I'm going to making high availability for this guy is going to be, I mean, we can group them to a same VLAN probably, but in that case, you see, it's not possible because unless I'm talking number three and then put this guy. No, it's impossible. So you cannot change this. So it has the different purposes. I think it has different purposes, and we really don't want to do that for now. Your tag and tag is something we must do a research outside of this video ourselves. We can do it together, to be honest, because that is something I still need to discover as well in the future and try to explain it to you guys in my understanding. But we can always go back and reading this guy anytime. My understanding is everything untagging, all untag part can be, the traffic can go through one another, they can communicate through each other to each other. But for the target, you have to use exactly the same VLAN. You must be in exactly the same VLAN ID in order to talk to each other. So if I change this to something else like target, then I will not be able to access my router IP addresses because this guy is untagged, right, and this guy is tagged. So, and similarly, if I'm going from, if I connect to my, you know what, let's discuss this in another topic. I'm confusing on that as well. Anyways, so this guy will have another, I want each of this guy, in a different VID, VLAN ID. But who know, right? Who know? So we can either plug this guy directly, is one way to go, or you can plug this guy directly. Who know as well? I don't know. I'm not sure about that as well. But because we have more than one port to use, then yeah, why not, right? We can always providing this guy and wireless access point. So this means I can basically have a direct access to my router. I mean, it's much closer that way. And yeah, whoever connects to this guy, probably, let's leave this guy for now. We don't know where this guy going to connect to. I'm just leave it here. So we have port 5 become land. It's one of the most important part in this case. So we have 4 for and the target device will be, as you already know, switch 1. So this guy will become switch 1. You see the reason for that, we all know that. Let me make this a bit tidier this way. Monroe. I'm not sure why I have to do this, but I just really want to distinguish between the main annotation and what's not. So okay, you know what, that makes sense. Let's just keep this for now. second guy will be IP1. IP1 will obviously be the Wi-Fi things, and that's how I'm going to make things happen, right? The target port, the Google access point will have only one. It doesn't have any their own subnet. I mean, they do have their own subnet. If I really want to check my IP addresses in this case, I think my Mac is actually my current machine I'm using will actually have an IP addresses somewhere, but we cannot look at yet. Okay. I believe this is to be my addresses, so I'm not sure I'm going to change this guy anytime soon, but yeah, you can actually go to there. This guy will not have any subnet because it's not a router. It's not a router at all. But we can always think of it like, okay, it does have an IP address. It does have an IP address. You see, I believe I frankly think that for my router I can also look up from my Google IP. They will usually have two IP addresses. For example, like this guy, the source will be the subnet it being provided will be equivalent to number 2 and number like this guy, for example. You see, it will still go to navigate to my okay, that's strange, because I was asking myself which is this. Yeah, that's kind of strange. Anyways, not sure where this is obviously this router IP address that belong to the older guy of the main router of this guy, but let's just move on for now. So we don't really care about this guy. This obviously their own IP addresses. This guy will be a different subnet already created by this guy. The port, this guy will have only one LAN port, no doubt about that. And this guy will become second LAN. So I think I finished this for my second table already. So my third video will actually focusing on splitting this guy out, and once I have my fully diagram ready, then I can actually implement it today. So let's take a short break and going back.